There we go. Welcome, everybody, to our weekly ecosystem office hours. I am your host, Jinx, and as always, we are joined by the best and brightest in the Pocket ecosystem. We will kick things off with our protocol update from Fred.
Thanks, Jinx. It's a short week this week, so updates will be light, but things are still moving and progressing. On Shannon beta testnet, features and development are still taking place. We're looking at a number of features, including supplier downstaking, the module params client, historical params, and also in improving the local net by replacing the AppGate server with Path. With that, the launch is complete. It's out there. The chain is out there and minting blocks. So if you're interested and you want to play with it, go for it. We've made it easier than ever to onboard and get started. We've even included a new homebrew tab. So for our Mac friends and just homebrew users on Linux, that should make your life easier to get started. Going down the list, for Path, we are working on a number of things, end-to-end testing, still working on implementing our integration with Envoy Proxy, and also what we're terming as PADS, which is our database service. Just much more to come, making it much more feature-rich and making it kind of an off-the-shelf software tool. And then lastly, on the portal, I think we've reached kind of this new steady state with the launch of the F chains, and we'll continue to lean into that. And we're just working on just some general maintenance there to make it rock steady and make it rock solid as we get ready to go into the holidays. That's it from Grove's End.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. And foundation updates from Michael.
Yeah, let me hand it off to Said first to quickly talk about the PGA, and then I'll give some other foundation updates.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mike. So good news, everyone. The Pocket Gateway Accelerator Tour program has been launched. So anyone can go apply. It's a $25,000 grant per team. And applications are open now. They close on December 27th. I highly recommend getting them in early. I'll drop the link in the chat as well. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me or reach out on Twitter. Happy to answer.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Said. And yeah, a few updates from my end. Wrapping up the Asia tour that I started a few months ago. So far, we've done meetups in Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. I've spent the last week or so in Vietnam. Frankly, this trip has been really beneficial for us with Token and DEF CON in between. And we've really gleaned a ton of knowledge and contact within just the East generally. That said, excited to be back stateside this weekend. When it comes to the rebrand, we're moving forward with that as well. Basically, there's a focus on the content for the main website. And from there, we'll be in a good spot to get the rest of the site built. The main brand itself is completed, and we'll be able to fully move over to Pocket.network, and the repositioning of the protocol. Lastly, we've fully onboarded, or are in the process of fully onboarding, a new hire, a kind of half hire, I suppose. We'll hopefully be introducing him next week, but he is taking the lead on the marketing side for us. He's got a ton of experience, and he's going to be giving us, helping us out on a ton of things, whether that be content or just repositioning the protocol and communication and just a whole bunch of things on the marketing side. We have a pretty big lift on the marketing side. The really big goal here is to really yell from the rooftops about what Shannon is capable of, attracting not only as many people for what Said is working on, but just generally, really talking about the vision of what is possible with Shannon. So very excited to have him on board as well, and with a pretty stellar background as well. Those are the main updates that I have from the foundation. Wanted to touch a little bit on the inflation last week, particularly with F chains. We opted to lean towards more incentives rather than less, and ratchet things down as needed. This lasted for a couple days, and from there we're going to be continually readjusting to ensure that we're in a pretty good spot when it comes to this. We did have some fluctuations with traffic from the network based on that migration, and we just wanted to make sure that node runners were definitely earning enough for this specific type of migration. So I would definitely expect things to steady out for moving forward.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Much to look forward to. Do we have any other gateway updates? I don't see anyone else on the call right now, but do feel free to jump in if you do. Ramiro, any POKTscan site updates we should be aware of?
Nope, we have already launched. I don't know if it's official yet, but it's there, the Channel Explorer for the testnet, and nothing very exciting to announce besides that, I think.
Excellent. Be looking forward for more from y'all in the future too. I've been thinking about the Igniter product quite a bit, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Well, in that case, I think we've gotten through all of our scheduled normal agenda updates. What topics or questions do y'all have today to ask of the fine folks who are here? This is y'all's hour, so if nobody's got any questions, okay, there we go. Anoski asks, what are the objectives of PGAT? Saeed? Paging Saeed?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were muted.
Yeah, the objectives are really support the ecosystem and building new gateways, and giving you guys between the technical support, the mentorship, and the funding to do so. And it's a pretty nice size of funding, and there's no equity or token stake involved.
Yeah, just to add a little bit to it. The goal here is to really, in addition, is to expand outside of just our. So we're looking for small dedicated teams to really spend a good chunk of the time focused on the R&D and the go-to-market for all the different verticals that Pocket is able to support. It goes from inference to storage protocols to privacy and even indexing, these sorts of things. So it's really with a goal to expand effectively pockets TAM for each service, and then use a lot of that market feedback and data to double down on what we see really working.
I see Tim Riggins is typing.
Yeah, Polo in a second potentially. Maybe. Let's pull here. Because I'm still on this call. People are asking questions.
Tim asks, are there any applicants as of now? Is this going to be in stealth or relatively transparent on the progress of the program?
So, do you want to take that?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so we already have a couple applicants already, and that's going to pick up as the weeks progress. And yeah, everything about the program is fairly transparent. You can go on the website. There's a full outline of how long it is, the time commitment. And if you have any other questions, I'm happy to ask about that. And you can see the application process is pretty rigorous as well. So yeah, I hope that addresses all your points there.
Beautiful. Any other follow-on questions about that?
I would add we'll be doing a demo day with the community as well, or public to the community at the end of the program. So yeah, everything will be fairly public.
Anoski says going to be based on path, right?
Yeah, given Path is in active development, I would expect most people to be using Path, or all folks to be using Path.
Questions? Okay, well, it's a Wednesday on a short holiday week, so I'm more than happy to give y'all some of your time back. But we will be back for more, same time, same channel next week. So I'll see y'all then.
Thanks, Jinx.
Thanks,
You
everyone.
guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.